and gentlemen, welcome to a bonus episode of The Devil's Due. Court is not really in session, but we are going out to the ballpark. With me, as always, is the only man who is allowed to drink Jobu's rum, Mr. Drew Celestino.
Ooh, I don't know, man.
That's high praise, sir.
It is. I accept it, but it's still risky.
That's, Jobu's rum. That's a sacred thing.
It
don't
sure
steal
is.
it, or else you get a flying bat to the back of your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have got the chicken. Should have got the live chicken.
Should have gotten the live chicken.
Should have gotten the live chicken.
Whole chicken.
Deep pull for those of you who know that one.
I wonder if, because, God, I know it's been long for you and it's been long for me. Do you get a whole chicken in a bucket of KFC?
No.
Yeah,
No, just the good parts.
Just the good parts.
Whatever the Colonel decides. I don't think you get the full thing, though.
Whatever the Colonel wants, he keeps.
Yeah.
All right, here we are.
How have they not remade that yet, by the way? Anyway.
Oh, I'm sure they're gonna.
Oh,
and Johnny Five will look terrible.
Oh.
It'll look like, streamlined.
He'll be CGI. He won't look nearly as cool.
Yeah, he'll be totally CGI. It will star Zac Efron.
Okay.
And it'll be terrible.
Well, yeah, that goes without saying. Now that I've said it, I don't want it to happen. But anyway.
But see, as we go off on a little tangent, here's why
we do.
Here's why I think a little unintended benefit of terrible remakes might be is it may encourage people to go back and view the original.
I'd hope so.
And people who never shared the joy of Short Circuit and Short Circuit 2 might get to discover that.
All I ask is that people who have not seen it don't judge it too harshly for the really bad Indian portrayal by Fisher Stevens.
That was...
Look, it's a shame.
It's a different time.
Different time. The movie itself, though, it's got heart. And that's what counts.
Yes.
Anyway.
So, here we are again. 2 times in a week.
Twice. This is unprecedented.
Yes. We had an opportunity to cover an event in the local Buffalo area here. For those of you who've been listening to the show, a couple episodes back, we had Mr. Brian Stoyle on the episode, who is part of the Northridge fan group. I don't like to just call them a cosplaying group because they do a lot more than that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So the Northridge Star Wars fan group, and they are a big part of the Buffalo Bisons, which is the minor league baseball team here in town, do a Star Wars night. And the Northridge fan group is a big part of that, and we were invited to be part of it as well this year. So we went and we covered it, and we spoke to some of you who listened to the show. And for those of you who did speak to us, thank you very much. We appreciate it. We definitely want to thank Brian and the Northridge fan group for having us, and also the Buffalo Bisons for allowing us to show up. We got diplomatic immunity.
We did.
We got press passes.
We had passes. I felt like Wayne and Garth in Wayne's World, where we walk around just showing everybody.
Yeah, just
what going behind the scenes and stuff.
Throwing them out there.
Alice, is this cool?
Is this cool? Yeah.
Yeah, come on in. Sure. Hang out with us.
We'll
sure.
hang out with you. With Buster Bison.
Yeah, something like that.
So yeah, what did you think of the experience?
Eye-opening in so many ways.
Yes, we learned a lot. This was kind of like our first outing, if you will. This is our first activity beyond just recording the show.
Well, it was a fact-finding mission for the show in a way.
Yes.
So on the technical level for us, for future appearances or stuff like that, we got a lot of ideas and how we can better that down the road. Should we partake in those kind of things going forward? But even bigger than just our own presence there, so that I'm kind of I love Star Wars.
You do love Star Wars.
I love it to death, man. It's near and dear and always will be. But I'm also, as I get older, becoming slightly more jaded. My wall's a little higher than it used to be when it comes to, commerce. And it's is Star Wars what it used to be? Is it this movie series that, was written by, I'll give him credit, George Lucas, with a lot of help, by the way. But anyway, Is it this, pure narrative thing that a guy envisioned and put on screen, put his vision on screen, and funded it himself, by the way, and so there's a heart to it, and it's why we grew up with it. It was a more innocent time in the 70s and the early 80s and all that. Now it's owned by Disney, and they're gonna get every cent back that they paid for it. So,
when you pay $4 billion,
I know. So it just. And to be fair, what they've done with it has been fine. Like, the movies are good.
Yeah.
Better than George's recent efforts. So Star Wars is, it's great. I still love it. But that little nudging feeling, that sinking feeling in me, like, they're just going to milk this. They're going to put it on every lunchbox and every cross-branded thing they could possibly do. So, like, that side of me fights the side of me that really still loves Star Wars.
Yeah, but I don't think that's really changed from the inception of Star Wars.
It's gotten worse. Let's put it that. For lack of a better term, it's gotten worse.
I don't think that's necessarily driven by Star Wars. That's just more product availability. As more new products come out there, it's another thing Star Wars can kind of slap its name on.
Oh, and they will slap their name on it.
Because
is my point.
And again, we've discussed here, I'm older than you, so you may not remember like the initial... that first wave of Star Wars mania.
Star Wars revolutionized product. Yeah.
That, dude, it was on everything.
Oh, I know.
You could put it on.
Sure. I just am more jaded about it now, where it's like, we've talked about this before, where is the media the priority, or is all of that side merchandise an excuse to make the media, to sell the merchandise? Like, it's a vicious circle.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm a little like, I get torn up, because cart, horse, I don't know anymore. But having said all that, putting my big moral dilemma aside, going to that event was very eye-opening to me, because seeing that event, that many people celebrating Star Wars, families, little kids, grown adults.
Yeah.
Like, we all know the bigness of Star Wars. This isn't even like going to Celebration, okay? This is an event. Bigly. This is a cross-branded thing in a minor league baseball stadium. But just seeing it, seeing the people appreciate it,
the passion,
and the enthusiasm and the passion.
Yeah.
Man, that makes me feel pretty good. And that can melt away a little bit of my cynicism, even though then you get into a whole different layer of dilemma where it's like, do these people realize that they're celebrating this cash cow? But I got to put that aside because of all the joy that it is bringing these people.
Yeah, I think when you strip away the layers of the fandom, what it boils down to is a genuine love for the story and the characters.
Yes.
And a lot of that stuff that comes with it that you were talking about that can sometimes get a little out of control with marketing and whatnot is a way of expressing that fandom. Like, I take a Star Wars tin lunchbox to work.
I have an R2-D2 one myself.
Yep, every day. And it's not... I didn't get it because, this is a product I could purchase. I'd be like, hey, this is a way of expressing my fandom, and it's kind of a retro way of doing it. The old tin lunchboxes not really very prevalent anymore. But no, I get what you're saying. I understand, like, when you see, as we have, from its inception to where it is now, and, like, they have days where all the products from the new movie get released.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing.
Right.
I can totally understand your jadedness with that.
Star Wars oven mitts. Star Wars spatulas. Like, you know what I mean?
Where is Star Wars the flamethrower?
That's all I want to know. That's what I need to know.
The kids love that one.
Yes, they do. But no, again, putting that aside, man, I cannot deny, and I even am grateful for the fact that it is embraced to the level that it is.
Yeah.
Seeing it in the flesh, as it were, is amazing. It's amazing.
Especially on that day when there's not, like, I didn't see any quote-unquote Star Wars products to be purchased there.
No,
it was
no.
solely a celebration of this thing that so many of us are deeply passionate about.
Yeah.
A thing that for a lot of us is central to our childhood and has inspired us throughout the years. And just seeing the way kids and newer generations are coming into the discovery of it just warms my heart. Like that kid we saw in the Stormtrooper.
The world's smallest Stormtrooper? He was adorable.
He was legit.
That kid had a Stormtrooper costume. He was 3 feet tall.
Yeah. And it was
a little short to be a Stormtrooper.
A little short to be a Stormtrooper. But the thing is, like, his costume was better than any Halloween costume I've ever had.
He didn't buy that. He made that. And it was incredible.
Oh, no, I know. It was great. And, we kind of want to talk to him, but a little kid...
He was shy. It's okay.
Little kid was shy. Didn't want to talk. Yeah, that was just incredible to see. And we were very fortunate in that we ran into a lot of people we knew.
Sure.
It seemed like it was cut up into two halves of the time we were there. First half of the time, I was running into everyone I knew, and the second half of the time, you were running into everyone you knew.
Yeah.
And we're very grateful for that because one of the things we learned is maybe we should look a little more official next time we go, because some of the people we asked to talk to for the show weren't too keen on it. And I get that.
Laminates would help.
Yes.
We should have had, we needed laminates for our press passes. That's what we needed.
Yeah.
And then I need a fedora with the little press insert.
Little press ticket?
On the little press ticket on the hat. That's what I need.
Listen, see, we're doing a show here. We got stories to tell.
Exactly that. That's exactly it.
So, yeah. So that was something we learned. Definitely we need some sort of central location, a table of some sort next time.
A home base, if you will.
Yes, an echo base, if you will.
Ooh.
We kind of got into this event a little late in the game, so they couldn't necessarily accommodate us with that, which is understandable because I have never seen that ballpark so crowded.
It was a madhouse, dude. Madhouse. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, let's talk about why it was so crazy. The Jabba line.
The Jabba line.
The Jabba line.
It was like the line to see Don Corleone on his daughter's wedding day.
I would say, dare I say, man, it's like you know what it was like? It's like the line you're gonna see when they finally open that Star Wars park in Orlando. Dude, that line was ridiculous. It was
crazy. Because at one point I was like, yeah, we definitely have to get our picture with that. And then we tried to journey to the end of the line. I was like, I am okay with not waiting in this.
Yeah.
Because I heard some people were saying like an hour wait, an hour and a half wait. And I was like,
no. But, folks, I'm not sure if you saw the pictures that Carl might have posted on Facebook, but oh my God. That Jabba that is some work right there. To go back to the interview with Brian, we talked about it. You got to see this thing.
Yeah.
It's legit. It's to scale. It's got a Salacious Crumb.
Yep.
It's got its arms move, its jaw moves. They had sound going. It was,
the voice was booming.
Yeah.
And not only that, it wasn't just Jabba. You had
they had Boba Fett.
Boba Fett, movie accurate Boba Fett standing next to him.
Han and
Carbonite, Bosk, an R2-D2 unit rolling around.
Mouse droid.
Little mouse droid from Death Star. Just the cosplay put on by Northridge is... I know 501st is a big thing, but given a choice, I'll take Northridge over 501st. I will.
Those are bold words, man.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
The accuracy in not just the costumes for a lot of those people that were doing pictures of people.
Yeah.
Look at Brian, for instance, with his Luke outfit on, his current Luke outfit on. He's got the haircut. He's got the beard. He's got the glove from the trailer.
Yeah.
And the costume is like pretty much spot on from what I could tell.
Yep.
Boba Fett was tip top. Those stormtroopers we saw, those guys were 501st approved. I would bet, based on the accuracy of their costumes, they were on the level.
They sounded like stormtroopers when they moved.
I know.
It was so great.
The rinky clinky.
The snozberries taste like snozberries.
Kind of like that. And then the ones that really blew me away, dude. The Rey and the Kylo Ren.
Yeah,
dude. Right. I mean,
they looked like they were
people,
stunt doubles.
Yeah. Right down to their body types and their haircut. Like they were. Oh my God, dude. If you they're like people that you didn't even know if they like Star Wars or not, but you just said to them casually, you know, you kind of look like Rey from Star Wars. Like, that person was like tailor made for it. And same thing with Kylo Ren. Like, that dude,
yeah,
he just looks that way,
he looks like Adam Driver.
Right. It's mind bending. What are the odds? What are the odds of that?
Never tell me the odds.
Never tell me the odds. It's true. Yeah, very cool.
Yeah,
super cool.
It was a good time. We may be doing another event coming up in August with the Superhero Alliance. We're definitely going to have them on the show. They do a superhero night at the ballpark. Probably a little more in our wheelhouse for what this show is.
Sure.
But we're definitely not going to say no to any invitations. So yeah, it was a really awesome experience. We had a lot of fun. Again, thank you to Northridge. Thank you to Brian. Thank you to Buffalo Bisons. We really appreciate the opportunity. And do you have anything to say before we get to our audio from the event?
No, man. Let's throw it to the on-site audio, and bear with us if it doesn't sound as pristine as their show usually does. But we were on location in a very loud baseball stadium.
Yes, extremely loud baseball stadium. And just a reminder, folks, if you would like to send us any questions, if you'd like to find us on social media, we definitely welcome questions. If you listen to our episode from earlier this week, our standard episode, you know we definitely address all the questions we get. You can find us on Twitter at Devils Do Pod. You can go to facebook.com/Devils Do Pod. You can email us at thedevilsdopod@gmail.com, or you can find all these resources on the devilsdopodcast.com website. So, from Carl and Drew, we're going to toss it over to Carl and Drew for the audio from Star Wars Bisons Day. We're here with a friend of the show, Brian Stoyle. Brian, we are here on the day.
Yeah.
It is Star Wars Day at Bisons Field, Coca-Cola Field here in beautiful downtown Buffalo. We've got some great weather.
Yeah.
We're currently talking to pre-show. A lot of bustling going on. Everything's getting ready. What's on your mind? What's the early prep phase that's going on?
I'm feeling good right now. First off, it's good to see you guys again.
Thank you.
Thank you for making time to come.
Thank you enough for this opportunity.
Of course,
really
yeah. It's my pleasure, And, this time in the event, we've already been here for half a day. We get here about 9 or 10 in the morning, and we actually do our early rehearsal in the morning on the field before the landscapers take care of everything. So we've been kind of like going at full speed since early morning already, and now that the event has just about started, it's kind of on autopilot, actually. So, it's the nice, relaxing, kind of chill moment right now for all of the crazy hustle and bustle that the event takes on, making sure that the costume characters get to certain events or certain promotions within the event in certain places at certain times. That aside, we're all here, we're all dressed, we're having fun. The audience is, slowly coming in the doors because the gates just opened, and it's nothing but love right now,
That's fantastic. And we also have a stormtrooper here. Sir, what's your name?
This is Bobby, TK71600.
Yeah.
All right. Bobby looks fantastic in his stormtrooper armor. We're just going to let him scooch through here.
Sorry.
It's okay. Love you, Bobby.
Love you too, man.
So, yeah, that's really cool. We can't wait to see what happens, and we're going to go and talk to some people. And
nice. Have you guys gotten to see Jabba the Hutt yet?
We have not.
Yeah, we're. Can we talk to Jabba? Do we have to go through?
Hey, Jabba no matter.
I would go up there. I'd just go up there and take it in.
Okay.
It's really cool, and all the other little detailing around there. It's a beautiful little photo area. So,
awesome.
Unfortunately, that won't translate on a podcast, but
we'll snap pictures. We'll put them on the social medias.
There you go.
See.
Yeah.
Alrighty, sir. Thank you for this quick moment. We'll bump into you again before the end of the event.
Thank you guys
Brian.
so much. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, we are here with Brian, Brendan, and Kaylin, the Budnicks. Brendan is actually a fan of the show. He sent us in some questions. We really appreciate it, but now we get to meet them in person. They are here at Star Wars Day, and we're talking to them. Guys, how's your Star Wars Day going so far?
Amazing, thank you.
Yeah, what's your favorite part of all this?
Definitely the meet and greet. It's great to meet these guys. Of course, they're not the real actors, but
It's
when they're
still fun to see them in costume.
yeah. just role play is fun.
All right.
It's a family-friendly show, dude.
Brendan said it. Role play is fun. All right, Caleb, what's your favorite part of this?
My favorite part is probably, probably when they show like the little movies on the screens.
And what about you, sir? Dad, what's your favorite part? The baseball, right?
Actually, no. But yeah, we've been doing this for many years now. We always do it as a family. So we have a lot of people involved. Usually get about 15 to 20 people to come along with us. So we usually get a section up top and everything. So it's just been great. So it's just, a nice thing that we always do every year with the family, just tradition. And of course, for the love of Star Wars, that's the most important thing. So just so much fun. So really, it's just the whole thing. It's just such a great time.
All right, well, guys, we appreciate you giving us some time, and we'll let you get back to your day.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right, folks, we are here with a man who is a friend of the show, I hope, friend of mine that we bumped into, an educator and crafter of young minds all over Western New York, Mr. Pat Gauthier. Pat, how you doing?
Good. Nice to meet you guys. See you guys. Not meet you. Nice to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you too. What do you think of all this? This is pretty insane. You've been here before, so you have an idea of how this is kind of ramped up each year. What do you think of this year?
Yeah, this is my, I want to say 6th or 7th year coming, maybe I think 6th, and it gets crazier and crazier every year. It's very cool to see, like families, like this really brings a lot of families together, which is really cool. Like I saw a family, like everybody was all dressed up in different characters. It was adorable to see. So it's really cool to see so many people coming out and supporting it.
Nice. And we were talking earlier about how it's, even still to this day, it's so bizarre to us, this thing that Star Wars has become. This, just like this cultural game changer that it's become. What, for lack of a phrase, what is your favorite part of everything that is Star Wars? What gets you right in the feels the most?
Believe it or not, actually, one of the things that I still remember the most of, my brother actually was the one who introduced me. My brother's several years older than me. He, remembered watching him in the 70s, and then when I came around, he got me into him. He's like, I'm gonna sit you down and you're gonna watch these movies, and like that's still such a great memory for me. I still think about it. It's something that brought him and I together, and that actually really helped create a lot of friendships for me too. So, and it gives me a nice connection. I have a lot of students who know that I'm the big Star Wars geek in the building, and it gives them something to bond to, and it gives us a nice connection.
All right, Pat, thanks very much for your time. We hope you enjoy the rest of your Star Wars Bisons night.
Thanks, guys.
All right, folks, we're still at Star Wars Day. It's a madhouse, and who should I run into but the one, the only, the man which I will advocate for and ring announce for anytime, the Salvatore Morocco. Sir, what is up?
Howdy, it's good to run into you at this event. Let me just tell you first off, if there's one thing that I love more than myself, it's Star Wars. So when I found that I was in the same city as an event having a Star Wars night, I just had to go. I had to be here.
You had to be here. Now, how would you say this compares to, say, a Star Wars night in the greatest city in the world, Las Vegas, Nevada?
I mean, it pales in comparison, so I don't like to, they're doing a decent job. So let's just leave it at that.
Fair enough, sir. So, other than Star Wars night, what brings you to the great city of Buffalo tonight? Are you performing? Are you wrestling anytime soon in the city?
Well, my base of operations on the East Coast is in Buffalo, so it used to be New York, but
Oh, rent's cheaper here.
But I like the quietness of this place, so I'm in Buffalo. I'm just hanging out, no wrestling tonight, so just seeing where the night takes me.
Well, sir, you do that. Now, what makes Star Wars such a big deal for you? You said it's the thing you love second only to yourself. What is it about Star Wars that you love so much?
Well, I say that, and it's kind of like tongue-in-cheek almost, because obviously wrestling is right up there as well. Like wrestling, Star Wars are just things that I came up with as a kid, and they're both just so similar. It's the characters, the action, the storytelling. They're pretty much the same thing, just done on different platforms.
Yeah.
So all the same reasons I love wrestling are the reasons I love Star Wars.
Awesome. When can we see you perform again, sir?
Well, I'm not in the Western New York area for probably till the fall. I'm doing a lot of Ohio stuff, couple West Coast things here and there. We'll figure it out.
All right. Well, next time you are here performing, know that I will have your back.
We'll get all your podcast listeners to go follow on the social medias.
Plug your stuff, please.
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I'm on all of them. You can either search my name or hashtag Main Event Morocco. Give it a like or a follow, and then all the information you'll need to catch my events will be right there.
Excellent, sir. Well, it's good to see you, and thank you very much.
Likewise. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, folks, that was our audio from Star Wars Bisons Day, or Bison Star Wars Day, I keep saying Star Wars Bisons Day. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope to do more events like this. We've got our 1-year anniversary coming up in the foreseeable future, so we're kind of tinkering around with different ideas for something fun to do with that. And you look like you want to say something.
I might have ideas for that.
You have ideas?
Possibly.
About time you contributed.
Oh, yeah. I do nothing around here.
You did lug that bag.
So did you, to be fair.
You lugged it a lot more than me, though. So
okay.
Credit where credit's due.
And I do, produce the show and mix the show and put the show on the internet.
I can't remember if we discussed in the sound pieces. We had to break out of the park to leave.
We did have to break out of the park to leave. Well, we left at a very inopportune time.
Yeah.
People were still trying to get in. We were trying to get out.
Yeah.
Exits were not open yet.
No.
So we broke out.
All right, folks. Thanks for stopping by for this bonus episode of the Devil's Due podcast. We appreciate it, and we hope you have a great week.